What's going on, everybody? I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating. I'm your host today, and we're going to be talking about why being an asshole gets women, okay? I'd say the B word, but I don't know if they can really handle two cuss words in one sentence, man. I know people are getting canceled and all that shit, so, gotta just be just, cushion a little bit for the beta males out there. But we don't have any beta males on this channel unless they're hating, and no one really gives an F about their opinion. So let's run this thing. As you can see, my setup is a little bit differently today. Same background, of course, same sexy guy talking to you guys, but my camera is different. I'm actually recording on my iPad. If you can see behind the screen, the ghetto setup I have set up right now just to make this happen, like, you guys would be laughing, okay? Because I'm laughing looking at this ghetto setup, man. I have it on a speaker and then a fucking, I don't even know what you call that. It's just leaning against it, okay? My camera went out yesterday. In fact, it didn't go out. The SD card literally just won't go in the slot. It's mad annoying. But you know what they say? They say that, quote, the show must go on. They were talking about this show. And so this show is going to go on no matter if we have a camera or not. I'll just be talking to the sky or whatever. But we're going to continue this, okay? So eventually I want to get that thing fixed, maybe in the next week or two. I'm not really sure. It's just my job as the CEO of my business is that I got to put my time where it is the most valuable, and it's not the most valuable trying to fix a camera, okay? It's the most valuable making content for you guys, helping you guys, getting client results, and that is the purpose of this. And so the fake people are going to leave because the quality of the camera is not as good. The real people are going to listen to the content and still get results from it. That's what we're going to be doing today. So let's run this thing. So we got an email. Actually, it's not an email. It's actually a success story that we're going to go through with one of my Arrows clients. And if you guys need help, by the way, from me, or you want to inquire or even see if you're a good fit for my program, just reach out to me on Instagram. Send me the word. I'm just going with Purple Monkey. That's the code where we'll know you guys are from YouTube. And so send that to me. But we have a really great success story on just why being more bold and being that mean guy, not really necessarily being mean, but being the guy that's just like more direct, more bold, goes for what he wants. Why he gets girls. Why women love that guy, even though they say they don't want that guy, right? They say they don't want a man that's mean, but they still tend to just leave the nice guy and go sleep with the mean guy or the player. And it's not necessarily about being mean to women. That's not what I'm trying to do here, okay? That's never, in fact, what I've actually been trying to do here. It's just helping guys just be more confident in themselves, being more bold, and being more direct. Literally, Selna Kim, my name, it literally translates to, I believe it's African for the way of a bold leader. Selna means the way of a leader, Kim means bold, so it's literally the way of a bold leader, okay? And so that's part of the reason why I'm doing this, is just because I want to teach you guys how to be more bold, be more confident, be more masculine in yourself. And that's naturally going to bring women into your life. And so let's go through the success story right here. So this guy absolutely crushed it in the program. I think he's been here for about 3 months, and he's just crushing it. I have to share these results with you guys. And so he didn't get results for like the first month, right? Or it was like pretty minuscule, but he stayed consistent with it. He stayed focused. And I told him, I was like, dude, just have faith in the process and you're going to get results. And that's exactly what happened here. And as you can see, they're pretty good results. So he goes, okay, so we went to the bar last night, and man, my game was so on point. We had a group call, I believe, and I told him exactly what to do. And he goes, yesterday's group call about being bold, being out there, saying outrageous things. When Selna asked who on the call was nervous, just thinking about the line, he said, I was nervous. Yeah, so on the call, I told everyone in the group, I was like, if you guys were to say this line to a girl, would it make you nervous? Think about it. And he was like, yeah, it'd make me nervous. And I was like, the things that make you nervous tend to be the things that you have to do. And so he said, but yesterday I just flipped the switch, became more bold, and my game was on point. I told him exactly what this sounded like, dude, I've been in your exact situation. Like, a girl was coming into town that was friends with, he had a friend who had a girlfriend who had a friend that was coming into town, and so they were going to kind of like put them together, basically. And I was like, dude, you want to just come in there and just be bold as fuck right off the bat. And the reason for that is because if you come in there all timid and, trying to be nice and all that, it's not who you are. It's like, if you're laughing and smiling, let's say like you're texting a girl and you're laughing and you're smiling, you're doing it right. But most guys that have a problem is the guys that are sitting there thinking about what to say. Like, those are the guys that girls worry about. Instead of the guys just like, oh, like, whatever, yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm sexier than you, of course. Yeah, like, you're not, like, you know, just messing around with it. But he goes, I flipped the switch, became more bold, my game was on point, teasing her, being flirty, putting her down a bit instead of complimenting, making eye contact. It's like staring at each other for 10 seconds straight with a dirty smirk. Her playing footsie with me under the table. He said, so this is how it went down. I told him, I was like, just go in there right away and just say things, just say outrageous things, just like, God, baby, like, I think it's just meant to be that we're together, you know, because you're here, I'm here, like, obviously, I'm just, like, the best candidate, you're the, you know, kind of like the second best candidate for me, you know, like, you know, it's just, like, I don't know what your qualifications are, you know, like, I don't know what those lips can do, like, I don't know, you know, I don't know how you would act around my family, like, I don't even know if you're a good girl or a bad girl, so it's, like, and she's like, I'm a good girl, and you're like, oh, like, I need a bad girl, sorry, like, you're not gonna, you know, like, yeah, it's just not gonna qualify for me, sorry, baby, get out of here, just kidding, come back, you're kind of cute, you smell good, ew, just kidding, get out of here, pushing her away. But he goes, like, 5 minutes before leaving, she pulled me aside and was like, I'm coming home with you tonight. Damn, she's forward, right? I was like, yeah, this is what happens when you're in Arrows and you listen to me and you just apply all my advice in the program. Especially just here on YouTube, man. I just give you guys free value because that's just what Team SK is all about. It's just throwing you guys free value. Like, if you read my book, where's my book at? It's right here. Let me grab this for you guys. Hopefully without knocking over my ghetto setup here. If you guys have read my book, look how struggle that was, man. If you guys read my book, man, it's just pure fucking value just thrown at you guys' face, and people still don't read it. It's just like the guys that read this shit and they actually take my program and my book seriously, just take my advice seriously, they get crazy results like this guy. So she goes, I'm coming home with you tonight. Oh, wild girl, man. And then, let me focus this on myself really quick without knocking it over. There we go. All right, guys, I told you this was going to be a crazy process. My iPad was just like, oh, we're just going to randomly turn off on you now. So we're back online now. I think my iPad just wanted my attention or something, man. Wanted me to touch the screen a little bit. So now we're back, though. Back online. I told you this was going to be a process. So, you know, hey, I appreciate the guys that are bearing with me here. And they're getting some major freaking value here, man. And so we're going to continue this thing. And if it happens again, we'll just have to redo it and go again, right? So anyways, let's continue now before I was rudely interrupted by my iPad here, man. I told you, she just wants my attention apparently here. But so he goes, I'm coming home with you tonight. I was like, yeah, sounds good. Tried to kiss her, but she pulled away. She was like, I can't with my friend here. Friends say me do that though. Friends see me do that. Something like that. It's a bad grammar in this part. But basically, girl pulls away from the kiss. He's like, what the heck? But he handles the objection fine because he's like, whatever. Like, she pulls away, like, it'll come eventually. You know, she's like, I'm going home with you tonight. And she's like pulling away, right? You just let her go. She'll be back. That's how you gotta be. Scarcity mindset men are just like, oh my gosh, she's leaving. Please come back. Please give me my attention. But abundant, confident alpha males are just like, okay, baby, you'll be back. And they just turn away and go give attention elsewhere. And especially when she pulls away, the thing that I found to be very helpful is when she pulls away, make sure to be like, okay, I'm gonna go give someone else my attention. And then she's gonna come and grab you when she sees that you're giving your attention to somebody else. She's gonna be like, oh, I gotta have this guy's attention now. She comes back and pulls you back in. So a thing, when a girl pulls away, something that really invokes her to, you know, chase you again is seeing that your attention is going elsewhere, because you are saying that your attention right there is very valuable. And when you just chase her, you're saying that your attention is not that valuable. He goes, then 5 minutes after we hop in the cab, just me and her in the back seat, she puts her legs on me, I put my hands on her. Then we make out throughout the cab ride, trying to be discreet so her friend doesn't see, but she saw. LOL is what he said. Then she's putting her hand on my dick and trying to tease me, like saying, I'm sleeping in your bed tonight. I'm like, slow down, babe. I'm just trying to get my first kiss tonight. Who says I even want you? Look at that push-pull right there in his body language, but his words as well. He's just like, I don't even want you, baby. But he's sitting there making out with her, so he's showing her that he wants her, but he's saying otherwise. It's brilliant. It's so good. She goes, I'm sleeping in your bed tonight. I'm like, slow down, babe. I'm just trying to get my first kiss tonight. Who says I even want you? And she's like, you want me. I know you want me. That right there is basically a girl saying, I want you, right? Women tend to speak in opposites. When she's like, you want me, what is she saying indirectly there? I want you. That's why she's talking about wanting. When a girl's talking about wanting, it means that she wants you. I'm like, no, I don't, with a smirk. Then grab her face and start kissing her again. That's so beautiful. Like, the push-pull is so beautiful here. And this is how you be like, you know, weak beta male men will be like, oh, he's just being so mean to her, man. He's being so mean. No, he's being playful. He's being fun. This is fun to her. Look at how she's reacting. Like this is, and he has a video here. I'm not going to show you guys, but of them together at the club. But so you can see how much she's actually enjoying him, and she's wrapping her arms around him and really enjoying the way that he's talking to her. So he then goes, then get to my house, all five of us. We chill at the bar in my basement for a bit. That's awesome, man. I should get a bar in my basement. I have a mini one, but I gotta get a fucking bigger and better one, man. And I gotta get a house on the beach, man. That's coming soon, fucking too, man. So I'm kind of looking at buildings, man. I want to look at the ocean. She asks where the washroom is. I go with her. That's her basically. When a girl's like, "Where's the washroom at?" That's her inviting you to, isolate yourself with her. When a girl's like, "Where's the washroom at?" or "Where's this at?" or "Can you show me your room really quick?" Like, what more does a girl have to do to get your attention, right? What she need, like arrows pointing to her pussy, like, right, put it in here, daddy. Like, what more does she need? Like, a man, when a girl's like that, you should be like, yeah, I'll go show you it really quick. Basically, she's saying that she wants to be alone with you when she's like asking where the washroom is, right? I go with her and we make out in the washroom, and she's like, you have to get my friend to let me stay here. I was like, don't worry. He then goes, I told the friend just let her stay here, and I have an extra guest bedroom for her rather than her having to sleep on a mattress at your house. Argued with the friend about it, lol, because the friend was being a little bit of a cock block. So apparently, disclaimer, this girl that he's making out with, she has a boyfriend apparently. She hasn't talked about him. So this came out a little bit later. She has a boyfriend and she's making out with him in the bathroom. Probably not a good candidate for a relationship. He goes, then they all left. Then she texted me and was like, come pick me up. I replied, in the morning. Here's a convo from today and right now. And he kind of just breaks down really like what they were talking about. But they ended up getting back together. They saw each other that day and ended up hooking up again that same night. And so the lesson here is that you want to be playful and you want to be fun and you want to be challenging. And one of the biggest problems that I had when women were just pulling away from me and I didn't really understand women is that modern day society, they tell men to kind of just be soft and buy her flowers and be nice and express all of our emotions right on the first date. And it's like, instead you kind of want to be a mystery and pull back a little bit. That's exactly what he did. He's like, I don't want you. But then he makes out with her. And women need that roller coaster of emotions to really fall and really build those feelings for a man. And obviously if this girl, you naughty boy, you making out with a girl that has a boyfriend and hooking up with a girl that has a boyfriend. But obviously if she's doing that, it kind of shows that she's not getting those needs met from another man. And that's what happens when you really have all this stuff and you're applying it, you really have no competition. And that kind of shows it here is that you can use this stuff for very bad things, like stealing a girl as a boyfriend. I can't tell you what to do and what not to do. I can only really guide you on really what you want and where you want to be and help you get there. It's your decision, to really do things ethically or not. Has nothing to do with me at the end of the day, what you guys use this stuff for. I just ask that you do use it for good. But, take note of just how bold he was and in your conversations. For mission for you guys, just being more bold and saying things that come to your mind first instead of sitting there and holding back and thinking about it. And so I'm Selna Kim and America's Face of Dating. And thank you for getting through this with me, first of all, man. Like, holy shit, this was a process, man. The ghetto setup right here. But subscribe, share this video too if you got some value from it. And also, if you guys need help, reach out to me on Instagram or just comment down below a paragraph of what you might need help with, and so we might make it into a video. But again, I'm Selna Kim, America's Face of Dating, and I will see you next time.